Welcome to AI Plays Slay the Spire. Soul takes the controls for 8 fresh Ironclad Ascension 20 attempts with one goal: collect all 3 keys and defeat the corrupt heart. Each attempt uses the same simple objective without cross-run advice. I'm leaving Niao with prayer wheels secured, and the first route decision is choosing among 3 enemy openings. The first fight is 2 slimes, and I'm balancing early damage against preserving enough defense for their unknown intents. Fear Potion is secured. This card choice now weighs immediate consistency against building a stronger long-term Ironclad shell. I took the unknown route and found Jawworm. Perfected Strike is now in hand, giving this opening real damage potential. The hand is cleaner after the draw, But Jawworm's attack and defend posture means I still need to split 2 energy carefully. I push Jawworm down to 5 with a full damage turn, but its strength buff makes the next attack dangerous. Jawworm is down, and I converted the reward into an energy potion. 2 card options remain to shape the deck. The reward sequence is still open, with another card choice waiting before I can continue along the Act 1 route. The shop offers damage, defense, scaling, removal, and potions. I'm comparing permanent deck value against preserving gold. The unknown route became an event with a risky reach inside option and a safe way to leave. I'm weighing the upside. This route led to another event, offering gold for a possible cost. I'm weighing that against preserving health and resources. The event is over, and the map offers a rest or an elite. At 25 HP, survival makes this a sharp decision. Two louses are attacking behind Curl Up, so I'm prioritizing focus damage while respecting the retaliation their armor creates. I cracked one louse to 5 and forced the other into a debuff, but still lost 7 HP defending the turn. One louse remains at full health and attacking. I'm weakened, but this hand offers a clean chance to finish the fight quickly. I finished the last louse and Burning Blood restored 6 HP. Now the reward offers gold or another card choice. Gold is banked, and this fresh card trio offers more attack pressure, cycling, or defense without an obvious force fit. The elite is Lagavulin, still asleep, and Blood Vial nudged me to 44 HP. I have time to set up before waking it. I passed again while Lagavulin slept, keeping Evolve online and buying another setup hand before the elite wakes. I spent both potions to wake Lagavulin, pushed it to 79 HP, and left it stunned with vulnerable applied. Lagavulin is awake and attacking now, but I've got 3 energy and vulnerable still active to press the advantage. I cut Lagavulin to 52, but its attack still cost 15 HP. With 29 remaining, every block now matters. I drove Lagavulin to 8 with a full turn, leaving only the finishing sequence before its strong debuff lands. Orichalcum is secured. This follow-up card reward now offers more damage area control. A reliable defense. The chest offers gold, potion belt, or the sapphire key. I'm weighing immediate economy against heart run progress and potion capacity. I chose Change, and the event now asks me to select one card to transform from the deck grid. I reached a rest site at 25 HP with Rest, Smith, and Recall available. Recovery and heart progress are both on the table. I chose Recovery and reached 47 HP. The next event is waiting behind a simple continue prompt. The event reveals touch, trade, or leave. I'm weighing unknown upside against protecting the healthy position I just recovered. I'm in the Sentry's fight with 42 HP after Blood Vial. 3 artifact stacks make clean target focus essential. I soften the middle sentry to 29 while blocking cleanly, and the next hand gives me stronger tools to press the attack. I remove the middle sentry and gain strength 3, but the survivors are debuffing, and the dazed clutter is now piling up. I spread sword boomerang damage across both sentries, leaving them at 33 each. Now both are attacking into a full energy hand. I removed one sentry and kept the survivor at 33, but still lost 4 HP. The final debuff turn is manageable. The rest site is open with rest, smith, and recall available. I'm balancing immediate survival against ruby key progress. The Act 1 boss is Hexaghost, and Blood Vial brings me to 54 HP, with Weak Potion still available for the opener. Hexaghost is attacking now, and this hand offers a clean choice between scaling, damage, and preserving enough defense. I spent Weak Potion to secure Strength 3 and pushed Hexaghost to 223, but absorbed 13 HP on the way. Hexaghost is down to 184, but I've spent the turn's energy. The next cycle must rebuild defense around its adaptive pattern. Hexaghost is attacking again, and this hand offers a major strength spike if I can still cover the incoming damage. I doubled the strength plan to 6 and kept Evolve active, but Hexaghost still pressured me down to 38 HP. I pushed Hexaghost to 109 while it buffed Strength 3. My scaling is working, but its next attack is now the main concern. I cut Hexaghost to 67 and held 5 block, but I've spent the turn. The next draw must finish this before another attack. Hexaghost's attack cost 13 HP, leaving me at 23. The boss is still at 67, but this hand has lethal-looking damage potential. I smashed Hexaghost down to 26 and gained 5 block, but another attack cost 4 HP. The finish is finally within reach. I banked the boss gold, and this Act 2 card choice offers more scaling or riskier power-based directions. The route opens against Chosen, and Fusion Hammer gives me 4 energy to establish control before the Act 2 pressure ramps up. I opened with a 42-point burst, leaving Chosen at 57 and vulnerable 2. The strong debuff is still coming. I cut Chosen to 29 without taking damage, but it gained Strength 3 and left me weakened 3 for the finishing turn. I raised Strength to 6 and pushed Chosen to 16, but its attack cost 19 HP. The debuff turn gives me a narrow window. The unknown room became 3 birds with flight 4, and 4 energy gives me room to ground 1 while managing the flock. I grounded 1 bird to 14 and applied Vulnerable, while Evolve is online. Now all 3 are attacking into the next turn. I removed the vulnerable bird, but the flock still cost 18 HP. 2 flyers remain at 24 and 26 with no potions available. I removed another bird and held 5 block, leaving 1 flyer at 26. The next turn can finally focus the remaining threat. The last bird hit for 10, leaving me at 26 HP. 4 energy and a scaling hand now have to close this fight. I banked the reward gold, and this card trio offers block synergy, area weakening, or another attack without a clear automatic pick. The next fight is Snake Plant with Malleable 3. I have 4 energy, but every hit may build its defenses. I cut Snake Plant to 57, but its attack cost 14 HP. At 16 HP, I need damage and defense immediately. Snake Plant finished me despite the maximum block line. This run ends in Act 2 with the Heart Plan unresolved. Talking open the real Niao bargain. Clean deck, cash, extra health with a curse, or a risky relic swap. We took the boss swap and landed Fusion Hammer. Now the run starts with extra energy and 3 enemy routes ahead. The vulnerable window paid off cleanly. Our first fight is over, and the reward now weighs immediate defense against deck growth, or gold. I took the gold, building an early shop cushion, while leaving the block potion and card rewards still available. Three strikes finished the cultist before its scaling could matter. The next reward is another gold versus card decision. I took the gold and Blessing of the Forge, and now the card screen offers scaling, burst, or a powerful utility option. Carnage is secured for early damage, and this event now offers several resource costs, alongside a direct attack. The shop is open with 178 gold, offering deck cleanup, damage, utility, potions, or membership card as the expensive centerpiece. The chest offers 53 gold, toy ornithopter for potion healing, or the sapphire key. This is a meaningful long-run fork. Carnage ended the theft, and the reward can recover 40 stolen gold, add 17 more, take plated armor, or choose a card. I chose the rest route, and this site now offers healing or recalling for the ruby key. I rested up to 56, and the next event now offers a simple take or leave decision. I took the 15 gold, bringing us to 99, and the follow-up card reward offers power, cleansing defense, or more block. Fiend Fire cleaned up the last louse without more damage, and the reward offers 16 gold or a card. The slime boss split overwhelmed me. I hit 0 before finding the damage chain, ending run 2 on floor 16. I'm building for the long fight. Reliable scaling and safe routes first, with Nias opening offer still to come. Nias' real offer is on the table now, and I'm weighing immediate power against preserving health and burning blood. The right route lands us against 2 louses. I'm looking to clear the attacker efficiently while respecting their curl-up defenses. I took the blood potion as a safety net, leaving the card reward available to keep improving the deck. The first card reward is a real fork-it. Upgrade consistency, improve cycling, or take a more explosive combat option. The next fight is a solo cultist with plenty of health, so I'm balancing early damage against preserving our clean start. Sever Soul closed it out before strength mattered, and Burning Blood brought me back to full. Now I can choose gold or another card. I took the merchant route with 131 gold ready, so this shop can meaningfully shape the early deck. Jawworm is the next test, and I'm looking to front-load damage without ignoring its attack, so this stays another low-cost fight. Thunderclap into Sever Soul finished Jawworm, and Burning Blood restored the damage. I'm back at full for the next reward choice. I passed on that card reward, and the map now offers an unknown event or another enemy with full health intact. 2 fungi beasts open the fight, with 1 attacking and 1 buffing. I'm prioritizing immediate damage while avoiding spore cloud buildup. I cleared both fungi beasts and recovered to full. Now the reward is a choice between gold, an attack potion, or a card. I took the gold and brought the bank to 60, leaving the attack potion and card reward available for the next decision. At the campfire with full health, I'm weighing an upgrade against resting, while recall remains available for the key path. Lagavulin is still asleep, so I'm using this opening to build damage before it's metallicized, and attacks make every turn harder. I spent the attack potion while Lagavulin slept, and now I can add 1 free attack to make this opening count. Lagavulin is down, Burning Blood recovered 4 health, and the Elite reward offers gold, bag of marbles, or a card. I took the 26 gold, bringing us to 86, and left the card reward available to keep shaping the deck. The unknown room stripped away my relics and potion, leaving a continue prompt and a much harsher situation to navigate. The event is behind us and a treasure room is next. With 32 health, I'm hoping this route gives us breathing room. Acid Slime is attacking while Cultist buffs, so I'm prioritizing immediate damage before the pair can stack pressure on this fragile health total. I finished Cultist before Strength 10 could matter, and Burning Blood recovered 6 health. Now I can choose gold or a card. I took the 16 gold, bringing us to 176, and kept the card reward open for the next choice. The map offers Arrest our another enemy, and at 49 health, I'm weighing recovery against one more reward opportunity. I use the rest site to smith instead of heal, investing our current health buffer into a stronger deck before the boss route. This shop has several boss-relevant tools, from defense and debuffs to max health and relic upgrades. I'm comparing impact carefully. Gremlin Gang is the final Act 1 test. 4 vulnerable enemies, multiple attacks, and a wizard whose intent could swing the fight. Sever Soul finished Mad Gremlin, and Burning Blood restored 6 health. The final reward offers gold or a card. Gremlin Nob is vulnerable at 89 health, so I'm front-loading attacks and treating every skill play as a dangerous trade-off. Blood for Blood finished Nob, and Burning Blood recovered 6 health. The Elite reward now offers gold, blood vial, a potion, or a card. I took Blood Vial for reliable combat healing, leaving Blessing of the Forge and the card reward available. I added Twin Strike and kept Blessing of the Forge, closing Act 1 with Blood Vial and a clear upgrade option for Act 2. Act 1 is complete, but I'm entering the next campfire at 16 health and must weigh healing against one more upgrade. Slime Boss is here at 150 health, with a strong debuff intent, so I'm setting up scaling before the split becomes the real fight. The split cascaded into 4 medium slimes, so the boss is no longer one target. I'm managing incoming attacks while clearing the board. The slimes are cleared and burning blood restored 6 health. Act 1 Z-Boss reward offers gold, liquid memories, or a card. I took liquid memories, adding a flexible way to replay a key card for 0 energy, while keeping the boss card reward open. I took Slaver's Collar, securing 4th energy for elite and boss fights, without adding a permanent downside. Act 2 opens against Chosen at 100 health, and I'm balancing immediate damage against its strong debuff before the Root's pressure builds. The chest offers a future rest site energy boost, or the Sapphire key, so I'm weighing immediate power against heart access. The merchant is open with enough gold for a meaningful upgrade, purge, or an energy-focused potion. I'm comparing impact. I bought Shrug It Off, then opened the purge. Now I'm trimming a basic card to make the deck cycle cleaner. The looters are both attacking and threatening my gold, so I need immediate damage while respecting the vulnerable opening. I spread damage and healed a little, but both looters got through and stole my remaining gold. Now I need lethal pressure. I nearly finished the looter, but another hit took me to 34. Both enemies are defending, giving me a narrow window. The looter is finally gone, but I paid 6 more health for it. One mugger remains at 30 with 4 energy available. The mugger is defending, so I have one safer turn to convert my temporary strength into damage before the attack cycle returns. Duplication potion is secured and only the card reward remains. I'm looking for something that helps stabilize this low health run. I added Battle Trance, giving the deck a 0-cost draw burst. Now I can proceed with better access to my key attacks. Centurion is attacking while Mystic buffs, so I need to manage immediate damage and stop this pair from scaling out of control. I established Evolve and added 8 block with Shrug It Off. Now I'm conserving the last energy while both enemies set up. Bludgeon nearly erased Mystic, but Centurion gained 4 strength and hit me. Now I have 4 energy to finish the job. Mystic is gone before another buff, and Centurion is down to 55 with Vulnerable. The fight is finally a one-target race. The potion line worked exactly. Centurion is dead, Burning Blood restored 6 health, and I'm back at a reward choice. The reward offers defensive scaling, targeted draw, or a damage engine. At 18 health, I'm weighing survival against reach. Gremlin Leader is buffing behind 2 attackers, so I need to clear the minions quickly before this low-health elite snowballs. Offering bought 7 energy but costs 6 health, leaving me at 14. This is now an all-in turn to clear minions. I spent liquid memories to replay a key card, and now I'm choosing between extra draw, block, debuff, or Reaper healing. The replay added 6 block and found Sever Soul, giving me protection plus a real chance to start removing the minions. Infernal Blade found a free pummel and added 3 block, preserving most of my 7 energy burst for the minions. Flex and Thunderclap expose the whole board, and the leader is vulnerable. I've opened a strong damage window with 5 energy left. Both minions are gone and I built to 18 block. Gremlin leader remains at 150, but the fight is finally manageable. Sever Soul cut the leader to 130, but the counterattack left me at 2 health. Every remaining card now has lethal stakes. I survived another cycle and cut the leader to 106, but 2 fresh attackers appeared. The free blood for blood is critical now. At 2 health, I'm holding free draw and blood for blood with 3 energy. This is the narrowest lethal window yet. The Gremlin leader fight finally overwhelmed me at 2 health. This run ends on floor 23 before the Emerald Key or Act 3. Niao is behind us. The map opens with enemy rooms only, so my first route choice has to earn momentum cleanly. I softened both louses and stripped one curl up, but their counter-attack still cost me 4 health. One louse is down and I took no further damage. The survivor is debuffing, giving me a cleaner setup for the finish. That burst worked, dropping the cultist to 19, but its strengthened attack still cost me 6 health. I'm entering Shining Light. Current HP and the guaranteed campfire make 2 upgrades worth accepting temporary damage. I kept the incoming damage off and nearly finished the spike slime. Both enemies are softened for a stronger follow-up. The acid slime is down to 2 health, but I picked up weakened. The finish is close, with no further HP lost. I took the gold and recovered to 51 HP. The remaining reward as a card, which could stabilize this lean deck. This event offers a choice between praying and leaving. With health still recovering, I'm weighing value against preserving the run's margin. I left the event and reached the guaranteed rest site. The Shining Light gamble now has its recovery point in sight. I removed one gremlin but paid 5 health and picked up frail and weakened. The remaining group is still dangerous. Entropic Brew paid out Essence of Steel and a Strength Potion, giving this defense-heavy turn 2 tactical tools instead of a dead hand. Essence of Steel converted 1 potion into 4 plated armor and 6 block, buying time against the Wizard's Blast. The Wizard's Blast still punched through for 19, but all 3 gremlins are now 1 clean attack from dying. Only 2 health remains on the fat gremlin, and I took no damage this exchange. The fight is finally under control. I took the 16 gold, bringing the run to 165, and the remaining reward as a card. Combust spread damage across the sentries, while I reduced the center target heavily, and Shrug It Off kept the hit manageable. The sentries are steadily collapsing, though another 3 health slipped through, and the deck picked up a dazed. Two sentries remain at low health, and I only lost 1 more health. The elite is finally narrowing into a manageable finish. Both sentries are nearly finished at 10 and 7 health, and their debuffs give me 1 calmer turn to close this out. The elite reward is secured, and the next stop is a treasure room, a welcome breather before the next combat decision. The chest offers gold, bottle tornado, or the sapphire key. This is a real relic versus key decision for the heart root. Combust shredded all 3 louses, but their return volley costs 10 health. Now every target is close to dying. The louses are cleared and burning blood restored 5 health. Now I'm weighing gold, essence of steel, or another card. I banked 20 gold and added essence of steel. The remaining reward is a card for this potion-supported build. The setup is working. I've banked strength and plated armor without waking Lagavulin, keeping the elite's dangerous phase ahead of schedule. I cycled into Combust N and upgraded Strike without waking Lagavulin, keeping the setup plan intact for the later burst. Lagavulin woke at 106 health, but Combust is active and I only paid 1 health to reach the real damage phase. Lagavulin dropped to 88, while I lost only 2 health. The setup is converting into real pressure, without collapsing my defense. Lagavulin is down to 72, and the planned turn 7 payoff is next, while I've only lost 2 more health. Lagavulin is defeated and Burning Blood restored 6 health. Now I'm choosing among Gold, Toy Ornithopter, Weak Potion, or a card. The Elite rewards added 28 Gold, Toy Ornithopter, and a Weak Potion. Now I'm choosing the final card reward. I've reached a campfire at 43 HP, with Rest, Smith, and Recall available. The next choice shapes recovery versus deck growth. Weak Potion healed 5 and added 8 block, but Knob gained 3 strength. The immediate hit is softened, while the fight gets nastier. The damage push worked, dropping Knob to 22, but his strengthened attack cost me 18 health. This fight must end quickly. Knob is down to 5, but strength reached 12, and the hit cost 17 health. The next attack decides everything. I survived the third elite at 17 HP, took 34 gold and Ma Bank, and now only the card reward remains. Battle Trance found 3 more cards, including stronger attacks and defense. Now I can build a real survival line without another draw. I cut the Slaver to 36 without losing health, and its debuff intent gives me another chance to finish safely. The slaver is down to 12, and I took no damage. The campfire is finally within reach if I close this cleanly. I took 11 gold and a strength potion. Now the final reward offers damage, setup, or more defensive utility before the campfire. Slime boss dropped to 115, while I lost only 1 health. Vulnerable is active, creating a strong damage window. Both slimes are softened, but I took 6 health and picked up frail. Now I need to stabilize while continuing the damage race. One slime split into two 29 health bodies, while acid slime fell to 44. I only lost 1 health this exchange. Acid slime split into two 25 health bodies, but both original threats are weakening and I only lost 1 health. I took Philosopher's Stone for the extra energy, accepting stronger enemies as the price of making the scaling deck function. I established Combust N16 block, turning the bird swarm's opening volley into a manageable defense, while I wait for better attacks. One bird is down, and the survivors are nearly grounded at 4 and 6 health. The swarm is finally under control. Shelled Parasite is opening with an attack and debuff, so I'm balancing a modest hit against preserving block for the next exchange. I use Battle Trance to refill the hand, finding more defense and damage, but no draw means this is the turn's full menu. Uppercut and the defensive follow-up cut Parasite to 21, and I'm finally close to ending this fight, despite another 4 damage. Parasite is dead and Burning Blood brought me back to 40. Now I'm weighing Liquid Memories, Gold, or another card reward. I reached an event with a little extra gold, and now I'm weighing prey against simply leaving with my current resources intact. The event opened a card grid, so I'm now choosing which existing card best improves the deck, rather than taking a simple reward. Snecko opens with a strong debuff, while I have Demon Form available. This is a tense choice between scaling now and surviving the opener. I committed 2 Demon Form and Combust early. Snecko barely moved, but the long fight is now working in my favor. I added 8 block and found a free upgraded strike. Snecko's debuff intent is covered for now while strength keeps climbing. Push Snecko to 58 and headbutt open fresh selection. Now I'm choosing the next piece of the scaling turn. Snecko survived at 12, but its attack cost me 9 health. Strength reached 8, so I need to close this immediately. I took the card reward and gained 18 gold. Now I'm weighing armaments, zero cost body slam plus, and iron wave. The shop is open with strong scaling options, a purge, and several relics. I'm comparing immediate deck power against preserving gold. I open the shop's purge grid, so I'm choosing which card to remove while keeping the new scaling engine intact. I reach the Act 2 campfire at 39 health. Now I'm choosing between healing, smithing, or taking the ruby key. Book of Stabbing opens with an attack at full health, so I'm balancing early scaling against protecting 61 health from painful stabs. I opened a card selection after the draw, with books still at 161. I'm choosing what best preserves damage and defense this turn. I cut book to 126 while building 5 block, and Headbutt opened another selection, with no energy left this turn. I ended the turn with book at 112, but painful stabs punched through for 20. This fight is suddenly a serious health check. Attempt 4 ended on floor 24. Attempt 5 of 8 begins now. The first fight is practically gift-wrapped. Jawworm is at 1 HP, so I'm looking to close this cleanly. I've moved on from the first reward and committed to an unknown room, carrying strong health into the next step. The event is behind us, and the map is pointing me toward another enemy room. I need to stabilize before this snowballs. I took the gold, adding 18 to the bank, and left the potion versus card reward for the next decision. The potion is secured. Now I'm choosing among 3 attacks, looking for early damage without bloating the deck. I've reached the shop with 136 gold, and I'm weighing deck improvement against preserving resources for stronger opportunities. Both slimes are at 1 HP and attacking, so I'm prioritizing immediate cleanup before worrying about defense. Knob is buffing, giving me a brief setup window while I choose between scaling and immediate damage. I used the weak potion and converted the turn into pressure. Knob is at 54, but I took 6 and am vulnerable for 2 turns. I pushed Knob to 32 with bash and strike, but ate 18 damage. Now the elite is close enough that defense matters. I've added 8 block, but Knob gained 3 strength. With him at 32 HP, I need to finish this efficiently. I got Knob down to 8, but paid 13 HP. He's vulnerable free now, and attacking with a debuff intent, so I need the finish. Lagavulin is asleep, and I have 10 block. This defensive hand gives me room to prepare before the elite wakes up. Another quiet cycle, and Ritual has pushed strength to 4, while Lagavulin remains asleep. I'm banking the setup. Lagavulin is awake at 89 and attacking. The setup bought me strength 5, so now I need to balance defense and damage. I pushed Lagavulin to 76 and made it vulnerable, but still took 15 damage. Ritual has raised strength to 6. I drove Lagavulin to 40 and strength 7, but took 12 damage. Its strong debuff is next, so this is the critical turn. Battle Trance expanded my options, but no draw is now active. Lagavulin remains at 40 with a strong debuff still pending. I picked a treasure root and reached the chest at 45 HP. Now the reward is ready to be opened. I took the Sapphire Key instead of Blood Vial, securing 1 heart requirement while giving up a little combat sustain. The event cost me 23 HP, leaving me at 22, and the enter or leave decision is still unresolved. I left the event at 22 HP, and the map offers either an enemy or elite. This is a severe risk point. I kept HP intact and cut Looter to 35, but Thievery stole 20 gold. This fight is now about ending quickly. I survived on 17 HP, and the reward offers recovered stolen gold, fresh gold, elixir, or a card. The unknown room became an event offering more gold or walking away. At 17 HP, this is another risk decision. This is a survival turn. Looter is attacking, Spike Slime is debuffing, and I'm starting at 17 HP with 10 block. I preserved HP and chipped Looter to 41, but lost another 20 gold, and picked up Frail for 1 turn. At 17 HP with 5 gold, every turn is a survival puzzle. Looter still has 41, and Spike Slime threatens attack and debuff. I'm down to 4 HP with both enemies alive. Spike Slime is at 21, and the elixir is now a genuine lifeline. Attempt 5 ended on floor 14. Attempt 6 of 8 begins now. Tuck opened a clean survival choice. Immediate tempo for 3 fights or permanent max HP, and I'm weighing the safer scaling line. Nia's Lament is already paying off. The first fight opens with both slimes at 1 HP, so this should be a clean opener. I took the attack potion for flexible burst, and the reward now offers a choice between 3 early deck directions. The event has turned into a deck editing grid, with our starter cards alongside Bash and Infernal Blade. Floor 3 is another Lament setup. Both louses are at 1 HP, but their curl up makes careless overkill costly. I took the Strength Potion, giving us real burst for tougher rooms. Now the card reward offers 3 different directions. We've advanced to floor 5, with the next unknown room still ahead, and both potions ready for a dangerous reveal. Golden Idol is secured, but the event continues with 3 ways to handle the consequence. I'm weighing the safest exit. The lament payoff is real. All 3 sentries are at 1 HP, but artifact means I still need clean, deliberate kills. Floor 8 is a full health jawworm, so I can spend this opener building damage without needing emergency potion value. The upgraded bash into free carnage finished the jawworm cleanly, restoring 2 HP. Now it's gold or a card. The reward offers cheap aggression, a conditional attack, or a skill. I'm deciding whether this deck needs more damage now. I chose to smith at full health, and the rest site is asking which card earns the next upgrade. The elite is Gremlin Knob at full health, opening with a buff. I need to front load damage before its rage becomes a problem. Dropkick pushed Knob to 31 HP, and its vulnerable attack is coming. I need to finish quickly without getting greedy. I cut Knob to 9 HP while blocking most of the swing. One clean attack should end this before its new strength matters. Knob is down and the elite paid out 40 gold. Now Bottled Flame or a card can shape the next phase. The elite route leads into a shop at full health with plenty of gold and 1 attack potion still reserved. The shop has enough gold for a meaningful upgrade, a purge, or a relic. I'm looking for the purchase that best supports the boss fight. The shop route leads into a full health slaver, and I'm saving the attack potion, unless this fight demands emergency burst. I chunked the slaver to 19 and triggered xhigh for dexterity. Vulnerable is active, but I only have 1 energy left. The slaver survived at 19 HP, but I'm back to 3 energy with vulnerable active and enough damage to close this out. I kept the slaver contained and cut it to 14 HP. With 4 energy now, this should be the finishing turn. The slaver paid out 20 gold, and I'm now deciding whether the final reward card earns space before the guardian. The final hallway fight has an acid slime and slaver at full health. I need to control both before the guardian. I spent the attack potion for a free attack selection, giving this 2 enemy opener the burst it needs without committing my deck. I took the free immolate, giving me a strong area damage swing against both enemies without spending this turn's energy. The free area burst erased the fight cleanly, and I'm choosing between gold, a blood potion, or another card before the guardian. I took the 23 gold, leaving a blood potion or card as the final pre-guardian reward decision. We've reached floor 15 with the rest options still visible, keeping the final recovery decision before the guardian. I chipped the guardian and built some block, but that attack still cost 21 HP. Now its mode shift threshold is closer. Infernal Blade gave me a free heavy blade, preserving energy for defense or another attack, while the guardian's threshold stays manageable. The Guardian spent its buff cycle and is attacking again. I have 4 energy, but Sharp Hide makes every hit carry a cost. True Grit bought 10 block and opened another exhaust choice. I'm thinning carefully while the Guardian keeps buffing. I exhausted a strike and blocked through the cycle, but mode shift reset to 50. The Guardian fight is now a slower endurance test. The Guardian hit for 14 through my block, dropping me to 24 HP, but it's defending now with mode shift at 26. I added 11 more block and ended empty on energy. The Guardian is still at mode shift 8, so defense wins this exchange. I pushed the Guardian to 154 and left it buffing with vulnerable at 4. 1 energy remains to manage the next cycle. I absorbed the attack cleanly and chipped the Guardian to 140, but mode shift reset to 60 for the next damage race. That exchange cost 12 HP, leaving me at 19, but I drove the Guardian to 112 and reduced mode shift to 32. I pushed the Guardian to 74 and stacked Cune to 5 dexterity, but it's buffing again, with only 9 block protecting me. True Grit raised my block to 14, and I'm choosing the next card to exhaust, while the Guardian stays at 74 HP. I shaved the Guardian to 67 without losing health, but it's attacking and buffing again. The finish is close and still dangerous. The Guardian hit for 10, leaving me at 9 HP. I only need 62 damage, but mode shift has reset to 70. I carved the Guardian down to 43 without losing health, but mode shift is back to 51. The kill is close, not free. I cut the Guardian to 23, but it's attacking with mode shift 31. I'm one clean damage sequence from escaping this fight. Attempt 6 ended on floor 16. Attempt 7 of 8 begins now. I traded all my gold for a rare, accepting a rough shopless start to potentially define the deck immediately. I took the far right enemy route and the first fight is here. Feed gives this opening deck immediate scaling potential. The small slime is still pressuring me, so I'm weighing damage against enough defense to avoid bleeding more health this turn. The first fight is cleared, burning blood recovered some health, and now I'm choosing between immediate gold or another card. I chose change, and the event now presents the deck for a card selection that could reshape this lean opening. I committed to the enemy route, but this room currently offers only leave, so I'm moving on without forcing extra value. I advance the event, and continue is the only step left before this detour finally clears. The event finally paid out, leaving me with a much healthier wallet. Now the route forces an enemy encounter. I cleaned up the louses and recovered more health. The reward now offers gold, a thorns potion, or a card. I took liquid bronze as a flexible combat resource, leaving the card reward as the remaining decision. The forced elite is Lagavulin, still asleep with Metallicize active, giving me a valuable opening to establish damage before it wakes. I passed again without waking Lagavulin, preserving the opening while waiting for a hand that can turn the setup into damage. I finally woke Lagavulin with vulnerable applied. It's attacking now, so the elite fight has shifted from setup to execution. I traded some health for a guarded turn and chipped Lagavulin, but its vulnerable window is already gone. I kept the offense rolling and cut Lagavulin down further, leaving one energy to balance the next hit against defense. I spent liquid bronze to push Lagavulin much lower, but its debuff left me weakened with reduced strength and dexterity. I stacked defense, but the debuff still let damage through. Lagavulin barely moved, and my health is now dangerously low. Lagavulin is attacking at 34 health, and I'm sitting at 21 with only 2 strikes available. This is the critical exchange. I forced the maximum damage line, but Lagavulin survived at 11 and the run ends here at 0 health. Run 8 starts with the same priority. Survive the early floors, build compactly, and keep heart scaling in sight. The first fight is a solo jaw worm, and I've got a clean 3 energy opener to balance pressure with just enough defense. The opening fight is complete burning blood, recovered 6 health. And now I'm choosing between a small gold payout and adding a card. Two louses open the fight with curl up, so I'm looking for efficient damage while respecting the armor they'll gain when hit. I reclaimed the stolen gold and took the 14 gold reward, gaining 34 total while leaving the card option untouched. The Elite is Gremlin Knob, opening with a buff while I draw 3 defends. This is exactly where discipline potion timing matters. I spent the attack potion at the Elite breakpoint, and its temporary attack choice is now open, while Knob remains untouched. The Elite reward is resolved, and the next map offers a rest, another enemy, or an unknown room while I'm sitting at 40 health. I took the rest and came into the next fight at 64 health. Now a solo slaver tests whether the recovery bought enough margin. The card reward is settled, and the next map offers 2 treasure rooms. Both preserve momentum without forcing another fight. The guaranteed campfire is here. I can heal, upgrade, or take the sapphire key, with health still at 44. I healed before this fight and now face 3 louses. 2 are attacking, 1 is debuffing, and my opening hand is mostly defensive. The louse fight is complete. Burning blood restored 6 health, and I took the 19 gold reward, while leaving the card option open. The fungi fight restored 4 health. I took 10 gold and gave up Flex Potion, leaving Elixir, our card, as follow-ups. I took the Elixir, then reached another campfire at 73 health. Now recovery, upgrading, or the Sapphire Key are on the table. Act 1's boss is the Guardian at full health, opening defensively with mode shift 40. I'm starting with strong attack density and both potions. The boss reward is settled, and I'm at the Act 2 chest with 48 health. Opening it is the next step. I took Mark of Pain, accepting wounds for extra energy. The Act 2 boss chest is resolved, and the run moves forward. I dropped the looter, but the mugger stole another 20 gold. One thief remains, and I'm keeping enough damage to finish this cleanly. The mugger is defending at 40 health, giving me a safer window to convert this hand into damage and recovery. Reaper recovered 8 health, but the mugger is down to 9 and trying to escape. I need one clean finish now. The mugger is dead and burning blood restored 6 health. Now I'm weighing the stolen gold against safer gold or another card. The unknown room became a spheric guardian, so I'm solving its defenses efficiently while preserving health and energy for Act 2. The Spheric Guardian is still untouched and preparing an attack plus debuff, so I'm balancing artifact removal against immediate defense. I burst in and dent the Guardian through its defenses, and I took 11 damage plus frail. This fight just got much more expensive. I finally pierced 2 artifact stacks, but the Guardian hit for 22. At 35 health, defense now matters more than greed. I stabilize behind defense and flame barrier, trimmed frail, and push the Guardian to 12. The finish is finally within reach. The Guardian is down and burning blood restored 6 health. Now I'm weighing gold, liquid memories, or another card. This event blocks one option and leaves Sacrifice or Desecrate available, so I'm weighing immediate value against my 41 health. I'm at an Act 2 shop with 211 gold and 41 health. This is a valuable chance to patch the deck before the next fight. The shop is behind us, and this event offers accept or refuse, while I'm still at 41 health, with only 30 gold. Act 2's elite is Gremlin Leader with 2 minions, and at a 41 health ceiling, every apparition turn is precious. I held full health while weakening both minions, but Gremlin Leader buffed the room and is now attacking with strength behind it. Both minions are gone, but I paid 24 health for that cleanup. Gremlin Leader remains at 132, and Apparition is my emergency button. Headbutt cut Gremlin Leader to 119, and now I'm choosing the next card to put on top, while Intangible still protects this turn. I spent Liquid Memories and the discard selection is open. I'm choosing the card that best preserves this fragile turn. Warcry opened a selection among Defense, another Apparition, Burning Pact, or Reaper. I'm weighing survival against a finishing setup. Apparition bought another save cycle and chipped the leader to 109, but its strength climbed to 10 before an attack. Eight attempts are complete, and that concludes today's campaign. Thanks for watching and climbing the Spire with us.